Hey folks, my name is Pravus, and welcome to The Riftbreaker, where strategy base building meets survival tower defense and hack and slash on a fascinating alien world. We took a look at this game a couple of years ago on the channel, getting a good feel for some of the early gameplay and mechanics, and since the game's release, there have been now not one, not two, but 3 DLCs released, the third releasing today. It is called The Heart of the Swamp, and like all the other DLCs, this not only comes with a free update adding in a new biome, new technologies, new monsters, but in the DLC specifically you have additions to the campaign, with new branching story paths available. Now, realistically speaking, starting up a new game and working all the way to the new endgame content might be a little out of the cards for this video, but fortunately the developers were nice enough to give me a save file so we can at least take a peek at it, though I will probably die a horrible death. Also, the developers were kind enough to sponsor me for today's video, and of course a very big thank you to them for that. If you guys watch this video, you like what you see, and you want to learn more about the new DLC, or at least maybe pick up the game while it is on sale, there will be a link in the description down below, and I would encourage you to click on that. But without any further ado, let's go ahead and start up a game. Now, I did just say we want to try playing around with some of the new content, but first and foremost, I think it's important we get ourselves reacclimated into the game so you have some idea what you're looking at. So we're going to start up a new campaign, and then partway through we will shift gears once we've got our feet under us. We'll take a look at some of the new content, and hopefully we don't die immediately. Welcome to Galatea 37. We are playing as an elite scientist commando in a mech suit with big honking guns. Because, of course, we are. Alright, so like with so many of these kinds of games, the first thing you want to do is scout out some basic resources. In this case, we've got some carbonium, which I will extract. And then it looks like to the south, there might be, some ironium over here as well. Those are the 2 basic resources you need at the beginning of the game. Though I'd also love to scout around and maybe find, like, a mud pool or something like that. Well, a geothermal vent's good to know about. Hey, look, alien life forms! Let's mow them down with my machine gun! Of course, my giant mech sword, because that is so dang practical. There will be waves of enemies of many different types to worry about at some point in the game. For now, though, we just want to avoid them and stay alive. I do see a water pool of some sort down over this way. This might do okay for me. Alright, knowing all that's the case, we're going to set up our base right over here. Let's hit the left control key and place down an HQ, which will get warped in from Earth. And now we want to start automating resource production so I don't have to worry about this. Let's go ahead and place down some carbonium factories over a deposit like so. This is going to automatically extract resources and teleport it into our resource pool. No need to have any giant factory belts in this game. We do, however, still need some power. A couple of wind turbines would do the job. We could also set up, let's say, a carbonium power plant directly on the deposit, though it would consume some of the resource, which is less than ideal. And then everything does need to get hooked up by some little power lines, though, kind of like so. Perfect. All right. So as some power is being produced, these things will automatically keep working. We're going to do the same thing with the ironium. Oh, and we already have only 7 minutes before the first round of enemies are going to be attacking. Like I said, they do attack in waves, so you better be prepared. Now, if I want to prepare for an alien attack, then there's a couple things I will need to do. We want to consider building ourselves an armory. This will start automatically producing some more ammunition for me, which obviously I'm going to need because I want to fund a lot of bullets for my gun. And ammunition does get automatically built up for your character, so in theory I shouldn't really have to do much of anything. Given some time, we will automatically get bullets regenerated just by being near the base. Now, I don't know what direction the enemies are going to be attacking me from, so I don't know where to place down some defenses. We need to get some walls. We can also place down some towers, because this game does have an element of tower defense to it. So I'll just place it in kind of a general location for now, just something to cover a few bases. But at least for the first wave, I'll probably be doing a lot of the attacking myself. These do take up some AI cores. Right now I have 2 out of 4 remaining up in the top left. If I need more, we place down some AI hubs. This is your primary way of expanding some of your tower defense and having a lot of extra points to work with, but they consume an absolute ton of power. It's fine though. For now, I'm just going to go ahead and explore a little bit while more materials are being gathered. Hello, more aliens! Get them all! Now, you can actually wield a number of different weapons. Obviously, I've got a minigun and a sword right now. We could also swap over to a blaster, which has unlimited shots, so that's a way of getting around your lack of ammo in a pinch if needed. We'll be able to unlock things like some grenade launchers, flamethrowers, and so on. Lots of different things we'll be able to do eventually. Ooh, I also discovered this weird little egg thingy. Not sure what this is, but we're gonna go ahead and extract it real quick. Thank you. What do we get? We got a gravity mine. Oh, a unique item. How exciting. I assume we could go to our inventory and look for some ways to add in some new items. Yes, there we go. So, yeah, okay, let's go ahead and equip the item here. Now we have gravity mines. Does a lot of splash damage with a 1-second cooldown. Fair enough. Attack incoming from the northwest. Oh, okay, well, in that case, I guess we could relocate our turrets. So we'll place 3 up there, for example, plus a handful of walls, using the rocks to my advantage. And here they come. Now, I can't shoot through these walls myself, so I'm going to need to go around here in order to kill any of the little... I guess these are kind of like weird alien dogs first before I do anything. Though we could get around that if I were to place these little heightened wall floors. Place a couple of these down, you can stand on it, get a little higher, and that lets you start shooting over the walls like so. Anyway, what else can we start working on? Well, the next thing I really want to work on is things like a communications hub in order to start getting some research done. For that, then, I guess we want to go ahead and upgrade our headquarters. We have enough materials, let's go ahead and do it. This is going to initiate a very strong attack from enemies. In this case, from the southwest. Let's relocate our stuff. A few enemies coming through. Tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and lay down a couple of quick mines. This should help deal with a few of them as they approach. And our turrets are starting to do some good work. We can mow down the rest of them, and there we go. A few range guys at a distance, no problem. There we go. Easy enough. That is the gist of the game, though obviously it gets a lot more complicated as time goes on. And we want to place down the communications hub next so I can go ahead and start, getting the new technology and making it more complicated. Now, in the event you've taken a bit of damage, you could get some repair kits. Another thing we could always do is actually just teleport directly back to our main base. We can place down more of these rifts in a lot of different locations, actually. These little rift portals are not too hard to place down. And they're just going to give you lots of access around the map. So no wasted time traveling around, just fast travel everywhere. Aha! And now I can start working on some research. All right, we'll hit the O key, and there are a lot of different things that we can research in order to build up new types of buildings, new weapons, and eventually some really interesting exotic alien research, but that's a little beyond me right now. Let's first start researching a radar so we can easily see what's going on around us. We can get some new kinds of power, energy pylons, okay, upgrades to towers, new resources, yeah, and the orbital scanner. This is definitely something I need to work toward. But I'd also like to go ahead and research some new weapons, like a giant spear. That sounds like fun, or maybe a flamethrower. So the next big goal for me right now is to build up a rift station. This is going to allow me to connect the planet directly back to Earth. And I need that to advance the story in any meaningful way. But this is a big structure and takes a lot of work to set up. There we go. We have our new building. Okay, let's go ahead and get ourselves a radar. And we might as well start constructing the rift station. Get it in position. Oh gosh, we got some big boys charging after me here. Okay, was not planning on this. Fortunately, in the early game, it's not that hard to just go ahead and keep kiting these guys. And you should be fine with most things you do as long as you're careful. But later in the game, there's going to be some big scary guys, and that's a little harder. Holy crap, though. Trying to open up that treasure seems to have kicked off a bit of a hive. They're everywhere! Those new gravity mines freaking do the work, though. Look at this. Oh, it's disgusting. It's flopping their meat all over the place in a little black hole. Yeah, that does seem to happen almost every time you try to extract one of these kinds of treasures. Sometimes they just come out of the woodwork for you, man. Oh, case in point. Here's some big boys. They're lobbing artillery at me. And also some sort of mud monsters. Okay, I ventured too far from the main base. This is scary. I want to go home. Fortunately, we can teleport if we need to, and that makes life really easy. All right, so there's the rift station. We're gonna need a whole bunch of things. I need like particle accelerators and palladium and titanium and all sorts of things. Since I can't find them locally, my best option will be to get myself the orbital scanner. And this is going to unlock a whole load of different opportunities for me to leave this particular map and get some different resources. Oh look, a giant rock monster over here. Hello, rock monster, how are you? I don't know if we can even kill this thing right now. It looks like we can, but it'll be a little tough. Fortunately, my spear has really long reach, which makes it a lot easier, and it slows down enemies. Oh, however, there's some weird little invisible things coming to attack me too. Ah! It's fine, I can just shish kebab them, right? That's the right strategy. Let's craft up that mighty flamethrower. Hitting the U key allows you to craft up anything you have discovered, including, hello, if you find some titanium, some nice little power jumps and stuff. Cool. Acid trail is something we just discovered. Some armor. Yeah, that'll be nice. But all I really care about is a flamethrower. That's all I really need. There we go. Burn, baby, burn! We also found some mods. Right, homing projectiles and stuff like that. You can imagine that ends up being very, very helpful at some point, though I don't think any of my weapons currently have any modding slots available on them until we get these things upgraded, so we can't do much. Oh, looks like another attack incoming from the northwest. All right, it's fine. We'll teleport. Just gonna go around here, set up some more defenses, lay down a handful of mines because they are fun. Oh, and here they come, and the gravity mines pretty much instantly deleted them. No threat at all. Ooh, what did I just find here? I just smashed open a giant weird egg thing, and I actually found a whole load of cobalt. Ah, but barely not enough for the mission. Boo. All right. Well, now we can use something called a geoscanner. Got that unlocked. Kind of leads me toward veins of something. This case looks like a little bit more carbonium. Okay, cool. We found it. Don't care. I need something else. Give me cobalt. Oh, look. A whole load more cobalt. That actually negates the need to even go looking for the stuff. Hilarious. So why are we even on this planet, you might be asking? I'm pretty sure it's because, like, Earth is barely a habitable planet anymore, and we're looking for planets so we can basically recolonize. I think that's the purpose of this. We might very well find out there are ulterior motives. I have no idea. Hey, look, poison swamps. Gross. Okay, what do we need next? I do need to get some liquid resource handling. I know that's going to be a thing. So we'll be able to pump up some various different liquids and do things with them. I'd also love to get the artillery towers. I know these are supposed to be quite good for their splash damage. That said, we're kind of a little slow, I think, when it comes to our research. Can we upgrade the communications tower? Maybe. I just need a bit more resources. Wow, the spear is actually extremely overpowered, isn't it? I can just sit here at a distance and kill 2 of these rock monsters just by strafing ever so slightly. Hilarious. What did these rock monsters ever do to me? I don't know, they're rock monsters. Do I need a reason? Whoa, what is this thing? We got a big glowy rock. Activate drone swarm? Okay, I don't know what that just... Oh, I've got drones. Well, hello! How long are these guys gonna last? I've never seen this before. Nice. I wonder if this is from one of the DLCs. It might be. Oh, also I found some sort of a nest. I don't know how I missed this entirely, but I did. So there's a giant tree thing here. Well, that's fine. I got grenade launchers. Grenade! Pew! Well, that should go down. Easy. Looks slightly alive. Almost like a Zerg hive, you know what I mean? Ugh, gross. Anyway, we need to get ourselves a laboratory with which we can start researching alien tech. But it is going to take some water for this to work. Well, guess what? That's completely fine, because that's why I wanted to set up next to a pool of mud or sludge. So let's get ourselves a liquid pump with some water storage just so I have something handy. And then, of course, a few pipes to get everything connected. We have a whole new world to worry about now. Actually, wait, now that I think about it, we need a water filtering plant first, don't we? Right, don't pump mud into this thing. Never mind, that's a terrible idea. There we go. All right, so now it's going to go through a filtration plant, then we'll store it, and then we'll dump it into my laboratory. There we go. Water is a-flowing and the laboratory's up and running, which means now we should be able to go to the orbital scanner and start looking for things to do. Ooh, I'm also learning a little bit about the local wildlife now. Instead of just killing everything, I'm able to start actually studying it. How exciting. I don't know why I'd want to study it unless it's a more effective method of killing them, but okay. And now we should have access to some orbital missions. If I hit the Y key, there we go. Radioactive Desert Reconnaissance. We'll need to open a rift to a whole new location. Waboom! All right, we are now in a desert. Okay, new things to find here. Oh boy, sounds like there's a Geiger counter. There's radiation in this area. Is that quicksand? Oh gosh, and all of a sudden I'm losing some shields. What's happening? And a whole bunch of different types of enemies I've never seen before. Okay, the difficulty just ramped up, which is fine. I don't mind. Do I still have access to all the resources back from home? It seems like I might. I don't even really know what I'm looking for here. Sun activity data? What do I care about the freaking sun and why? It seems like I basically just have to explore the entire map, which I guess is fine, but this is gonna get a little stressful, especially with the dang radiation everywhere. Oh gosh, dang, these weird spider things, ant things are everywhere! Did find a new item though, Cryo Sentry. Seems kind of cool. Sun is very intense, and we still have no atmospheric shielding, so I'm gonna start taking damage. Is that what I just heard? Okay, we may need to consider getting out of here. Yep, let's get out of here. This ain't gonna work. All right, Rift, back home, please. Looks like we got some more missions, too. We've got some acidic plains reconnaissance, some volcanic area reconnaissance. Okay, and I'm guessing we have to do all 3 of these because I need to extract uranium from the desert, I'm guessing, and then maybe palladium or titanium from one of the other 2 zones. So in order to get the Rift up and running, I need to go everywhere. And let's go into this noxious zone over here, this acidic realm. All right, so there's sludge everywhere. Okay, yeah, I don't really like being there. Woo, floating jellyfish, though. These are kind of cool. Wow, what are these weird froggy things, though, with one eye? Oh, they're creepy. They got giant mouths. We are finding lots of awesome, unique stuff, though, which is great. So it's definitely worth the exploration, 100%. But this is obviously going to end up being a long-haul process, which I'm all for, honestly. Lots of biomes, lots of things to explore, new stuff all the time. That's how you keep people interested. Still, let's go ahead and head back home real quick, because what we're going to do now is actually save our game, and we're going to jump into the new content. Okay, so apparently this is what a professional late-game base looks like. Tons of AI cores, tons of electricity. Are these nuclear reactors? Frick's sake, okay, sure. And the long-range rift portal still isn't set up. Okay, well, I feel good about myself then for having not finished this, because it's apparently a very long game task. So what I want to show you now is if we take a look here at the orbital scanner, you're going to see if we zoom down a few other things, like the Metallic Valley, which is one of the DLCs, Metal Terror, I believe, Limestone Jungle for another. This one, I believe, is Into the Dark, maybe. One of them gets you actually underground. I think it's this one down here. And this is the new biome, the Fungal Swamp Outpost. So yeah, basically, if you want to play the new DLC content, you just have to, like, play the game and just keep going until you unlock new stuff. And then there's all these different branching paths for the campaign, which is great. I say we jump into the Fungal Swamp Outpost. Wah, boom! Okay, what is this terrifying new place? I've been told it's really intended only for veterans and pretty difficult if you're new to the game, so, I expect pain. Whoa, hello. Okay, we found something new. It looks like a giant infested tree. Oh wait, it's a giant mushroom tree. Okay. Oh, it's a very big mushroom tree. Oh, it's a very big mushroom tree. It just keeps going into space. Oh, what is this weird thing? Okay, woo, it's got, blades and stuff. Yes. This is good. We'll grenade launch it to death. I've got advanced weaponry. Wait a minute, how far along did this person get? Oh, actually, quite a lot of goodies. Again, I didn't earn any of this. This was provided to me by the devs, and thank you for it. It's always great getting to see new stuff, especially if I didn't have to work for it at all. Oh, frick me, there's also some terrifying plants that are shooting at me. Stop it! Oh my gosh, there's also bog monsters. Some sort of bog marsh crawler things. Okay. These guys are the ones that scare me, though. They're the ones that charge at you. He's also got a stupid amount of health. Holy crud, can I kill this thing? The answer is yes, but dang, it took some effort. Okay, yeah, they're not kidding. This is late game content. 100%, you cannot go here quickly. That's fine with me, though. Anything that increases, like, the replayability or gives you more to do in a game, that's a win for me. Oh, gosh, and now I'm under attack by massive waves of enemies. Why? It seems like the tree appears to be somehow infested by whatever's going on here. I don't know what it is. And our character wants to somehow save the giant mushroom tree. I don't really know what I'm supposed to do, though, against literally a legion of bugs. What the crud? Can someone please call in a tactical nuke? I feel like that's appropriate. Yeah, parasite nests everywhere, draining the mushroom tree of all of its life. And not just parasites, but also some sort of thorny strangle vine. Yeah, this tree is getting hit from multiple sides by a lot of nastiness. Well, I'm sure there's some really exciting story in this area. Next thing we would do is just go ahead and establish ourselves a brand new outpost and not exactly start from scratch, but introduce a whole new round of mystery to our game. Oh, frick me, and immediately it's impossible to defend my base. Here come more bugs. Woo boy, but I like these late game weapons. These are freaking fantastic. And a whole bunch of new blueprints just became available. Floating towers. I mean, yeah, I guess there's not a lot of land to build on, so that makes sense. Nice. So I've got to build research stations around the tree in order to study it so I can figure out how to heal it. Makes sense. But that's not going to be easy since I'm already getting attacked by a bunch of waves. Oh, gosh. All right. Well, I'm clearly unprepared for a lot of this right now. We'll try, but it's gonna be no turrets, just straight out skill. Yeah, my base is going down. My base is going down real fast over here. It's fine. I'll try to repair it. Maybe I can. There we go. Hey, I actually may have survived. All right, and now that we have some research stations up and running, we are slowly making progress studying this area. All right, well, I don't want to spoil too much of some of the new content, but you already get an idea of how this is going to work. And don't forget, of course, there are the other 2 DLCs as well, which did something kind of similar. You have a whole new biome with whole new objectives, new technology, new enemies, new everything, really, just to keep you on your toes. Honestly, it's great to see that the Riftbreaker continues to get new content. I like this game. It takes away a lot of the tedium in similar games, and instead adds in a lot more action that I just find far more appealing on a personal level. Easily dozens of hours of gameplay in the Riftbreaker as it currently stands. And don't forget, even if you don't get the DLCs, there are free patches that continue to add more and more to the game, so it's always worth revisiting. Once again, I want to say a big thank you to Exor Studios for sponsoring today's video. If you guys like what you saw as you watched this, don't forget that there is a link in the description down below, and to celebrate the release of the new DLC, there is a sale going on at the time of the release of this video, so you may want to check that out. Otherwise, I would ask you to hit that like button if you enjoyed this video, leave a comment down below, subscribe, hit the notify bell, and I will see you guys next time.